Con sonar, new contact bearing 145. Designated Sierra 5.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Cold Waters with Mags, and welcome back aboard the USS Grayling, Sturgeon-class nuclear attack submarine, and the bringer of death to everything Russian, as it currently turns out. Anyways, we have some targets we need to locate here that are floating around on the surface, and
sonar,
we
Sierra
are...
1 is classified as merchant.
And we got an auto update, cool, we've got an Ugra. That is looking like a Kanin to me.
Sonar, Sierra 4 is classified as escort.
Unsure and
Sierra
really
2 is
low
classified
signature.
as merchant.
Really low on that one too. That one's a little concerning. That's definitely a ship, but that is because it's pinging us, but that is really quiet. I'm wondering whether or not we caught a submarine in this group. What are you, Sierra 3? I think we're about to get an auto update on you. And I think
sonar,
that is...
Sierra 3 is classified as escort.
Yep, it is a Poti. Okay. So it's only Sierra 5 we have yet to update. And I have a sneaking suspicion possible biologic. Where are our biologics? Actually, no. It could just be a trawler. Or it could be a submarine. I think it's just going to be a surface boat. I'm not going to worry about it too much at the moment. I think it's probably just going to be a trawler, nothing too concerning. So, Ugras, 2 of them.
Sonar, Sierra 5 is classified as submerged submarine.
Okay, no, it's a Victor III. Holy shit. Alright, I wasn't even close. Alright, that one is more of a concern, but these are our targets. Ugras, and this is actually a little concerning. These guys are close. Current range 6.7 kilojards. These guys are right on top of us, and we're right underneath a... Yeah, this is going to be bad. 7 kilojards to the Victor III. What is the top speed of the Ugras? 17 knots. Okay, so at this range, they actually can't get too far away. Torpedo 1 is going to have to go for the Victor III. Torpedo 2 is going to be surface running, and we're going to head it straight for that Poti. Yeah, and these are going to be fairly short-range torps, and we're going to have to fire and dive on these, I think. Torpedo 1... Yeah, I'm going to run you with an active search pattern. What is the depth on our Victor III? It hasn't detected us yet. Don't ask me how, but it hasn't. You know what? I might even set the same on this too. Because as soon as we let these torpedoes out, you know what? We're gonna go whole hog here. We are gonna have to go whole hog. All right, so we're gonna break wires. I am not expecting any of these torpedoes to actually stay with us, because the second we let these off, shit is about to hit the fan. We are too close. There is no way known they're not going to hear these. So torpedo 1. Let's retract the towed array. Torpedo 1's going for the Poti. Torpedo 2 is set to... Sorry, no. Torpedo 1 is going to go for the Victor III. Torpedo 2 is going for the Poti. Torpedo 3 is going to go for the Kanin. And then we are going to
sonar,
dive.
Lost contact. Sierra 5. Last bearing 157.
Yep, well,
contact faded.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir. Shoot 2-2. Aye, sir. Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
Yep, knew that one was going to happen. That's fine. So, reloading torpedo tube 3. And somehow... Don't ask me how. What is the noise in the water? It's 95 decibels. I didn't check that. Okay, so it's actually possible we might have just been far enough away with this much noise in the water, they did not hear these launches. Alright, that changes things slightly. If they didn't hear these, I kind of want to remove the location of these two torpedoes. This one I haven't got an option with. It's going to do its thing, but I want to... Yeah, this... We need to move these torpedoes a little out of the way. I was expecting to have my world filled with rockets and friggin' torpedoes then.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
You know what? I'm going to redeploy the towed array to see if we can pick up that Victor 3. I want to know where it went so I can bring this torpedo back in. We're still going to leave the search patterns and the settings the same. Oh, that's far enough. The party's... Yeah, the party here is... this is not going to buy us a huge amount of time. We just don't have the space to maneuver here. But... God, I hope that cannon comes back. If that arms and catches the cannon, it'll be glorious. I'm pretty sure the two Ugras here are our primary target, but since we've got the enemy's escort sitting on our heads at this point, I really want to deal with them first. Although that could be a combination. The Poti's moving at 19 knots, and it's 95 decibels in the water. Like, that's possibly the entire thing here.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Right. 2. Come on, reacquire. Yep, 2's acquired, heading for the Poti. It doesn't even see it coming.
Con sonar lost contact.
Oh, it saw it right there at the end.
3, last bearing 1.
Right,
0,
Poti's down,
7, contact breaking
and
up.
it looks like our torpedo has gone active, and it has acquired the cannon, so we have...
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 3.
How is Sierra 3... Okay, I don't know how Sierra 3... I think the game might have just gotten slightly confused. I think it meant Sierra 5.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 0, 5, 6.
But that still means we've got torpedoes coming in our general direction. Our torpedo is still playing with the cannon at the moment, so what we probably want to do at this point... Actually, no. We'll stay exactly as we are.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Victor 3's been acquired. Cool, sending a shot.
3. Aye, sir.
Straight for the Ugra.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 5.
Sierra 5 just fired. I just don't know what it fired at. Although I
Con
can sort
sonar,
of
noisemaker
cheat.
bearing 1, 6, 1.
Yeah, that came for us. Alright, so... we need to start changing depth. We're going to go to 1300.
Make depth 13.
And towed array is currently being pulled back in.
Con sonar,
Excellent.
noisemaker bearing 0, 4, 6.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Alright, let's jump back over to our torpedo. It has been taken by the countermeasure, so we're going to turn this back.
Contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 0.
I'm assuming that was the other escort.
Breaking up.
So a bit of manual guidance here to bring this one up to the Victor. Come on, come on, come on. God, we're missing this completely. Nice move. Alright, we haven't got time for too many of
Con
those
sonar.
nice moves.
Sierra 4 is cavitating.
We can't have too many more of those nice moves. Because we have torpedoes incoming.
Con sonar. Noisemaker bearing 1.
Alright, torpedo
6,
acquired,
0.
and Victor III has been taken out. Nice. Okay. Now, we've got to deal with a torpedo that's coming for us. Multiple torpedoes coming for us. The cannon's already been eliminated. Now, nothing has gone active for the moment. Hopefully these, which will be unwired, will just surface running. So at 1,300 feet, we're deep enough, at least assuming we make it to 1,300 feet, we'll be deep enough to not be detected by these. These should pass overhead. This one's more concerning. The Victor clearly knew what depth we were at. That's why it was important that we destroyed it first to destroy its wire control. But that doesn't mean that torpedo is not going to be moving deep enough to still pick us up at 1,300. And that's that's not an airdrop torpedo or a surface ship torpedo or a rocket launch torpedo that generally has a relatively short lifetime. These are full-on submarine torpedoes. They're the same as ours. They last for goddamn ever. Right, adjusting one. We still need to get a second torpedo out here at the second Ugra. I'm reluctant to fire on the off chance that I have to maneuver early, and I want to make sure I've got guidance. I'm not so concerned if I lose this one at the moment. If I lose this one, like, it's going to pick up this Ugra. That Ugra, Sierra 1 is dead. It's just a question about whether or not, or how long it's going to take us to be. Well, we'll know soon enough. We will know soon enough.
Con sonar. Torpedo in the water.
Yep, torpedo detected
in the water.
us.
Bearing 161.
Moss away. Countermeasure deployed.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Come right to 152. Helm aye.
And full turn. Flank speed. Going up. Thankfully, the first torpedo
Passing 1,200 feet.
passed over us. Alright, now
Passing 1,100 feet.
we're going to go straight, and we are going to head for the ceiling as hard as we can.
Passing 1,000 feet.
At the moment, the torpedo has taken the moss, so
Passing
we've crossed
900
over.
feet.
Cool, there it goes there. So it's going to chase down our moss. Now
Passing
it's going to be
800
at
feet.
1,300 feet. We need to be above the thermal layer by the
Passing
time
700
it
feet.
intercepts and makes the turn back. So long as we're above the
Passing
thermal layer, it
600
shouldn't
feet.
detect us a second time. And we've killed all the escorts now. Ugra is also
500
dead,
feet.
so only one target remaining.
Con sonar. We are cavitating.
Yep, I have no doubt we are. At this
Passing
point, I don't
300 feet.
care.
Passing 200 feet.
200...
Passing 100
150.
feet.
Alright, well, 100.
Con sonar. New contact bearing
Oof.
027. Designated Sierra
Alright.
6.
Probably worth getting back under the water there. That was a bit much. Alright, let's go
Ship for
silent.
ultra-quiet.
And there was a Sierra 6 up here that we... Where did that come from?
Con sonar. Launch transient from.
That would have to be a launch transient from Sierra 6. That's another Victor 3. No? Yes.
Con sonar. Sierra 6 is classified
Yes,
as
we have another
submerged
Sierra 6 and
submarine.
it just fired on us. Or did it? Did it fire on us? That's an interesting question. Did it fire on us, or did it fire on the
Come
Moss?
left 2091, helm I.
Because that is an important difference.
Come left 2089,
I want
helm
periscope
I.
depth. Looks like... God, water is pinging active and it's loud. Yeah, it's 14 active. No, it's pretty sure.
Lost transient from.
Yep, that's heading for us. That's a guaranteed
One,
launch
aye, sir.
transient. Yeah, we've even got the box for that one. It knows exactly where we are at the moment. We're at 45, running 5. Let's quickly pop
Raise
the
the
radar,
radar
because it
mast.
doesn't matter at this point. Boom.
Lower the radar mast.
Relower. Torpedo
Shoot,
away to
shoot.
intercept
Aye, sir.
the Ugra. So, Victor 3 is deep. Right, so all the torpedoes we've snagged up here at the moment in the Moss. That was a completely worth it Moss. It's caught 3 so far, but the next one's going to be heading straight for us. It's this Victor 3 is well aware of where we're at. On active, it's got plus 15, so it knows anything above 0, and you're essentially detected. It damn near knows the last time we pissed at this point. And it most certainly knows it's got a torpedo coming in. So, at the moment, there's not much we can do. Running is not going to achieve anything. I don't know where its torpedo is. It's pointless trying to actively counter against something that I can't see.
Raise the radar mast.
But it's also the only other hostile thing in the area. So I can keep doing this,
Lower
just
the
to
radar
keep track
mast.
on the Ugra. Just make sure I've got that well marked. We can get rid of the Ugra, which is our primary target, and we have time to make that kill, or at least make sure that kill is going to happen. Surface running on Torpedo 2, so that'll make sure that's good. And let's get that torpedo tube reloaded as well. And we have enough time to get our own torpedo in to make the Victor at least get a little concerned about what's going on. At around about the same time, its torpedo is going to arrive with us, assuming it's fired directly at us. I see no reason for it to have fired at the Moss now. It's pinging actively and got us clear. Yeah, that Moss is doing the business. 1,300 feet and it's got 3 torpedoes dragged through. That was the right launch.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Just marking the Victor's location in case.
Con sonar, launch transient from Sierra 6.
Another launch transient. So what I'm actually going to do here is once this torpedo has gone live and taken the Ugra, which I'm pretty sure it's going to. Brave boy turning back, by the way. Again, assume it's coming in to rescue survivors that will be all over the surface here at the moment. Victor's turning away. As soon as this one's locked up and this torpedo is close enough that I'm convinced it's going to get a good tag on the Victor, I'm diving 1,300 feet again and going to flank. And I'm just going to run this way as fast as I possibly can. My hope at this point... Let's get the total array out, see if we can spot those torpedoes.
fire
I should have
control,
already had
weapon
that out.
acquired.
Cool, 2 has acquired. My hope is the Victor is going to break its own wires, going evasive and running from our torpedo. And actually, we should probably activate this now. And in the process of breaking its own wires, it's going to obviously lose control of the torpedo. So we'll just be able to get the hell out of the way. Right, 2 should be tracking Ugra. We've lost the contact on the Ugra at the moment, but the torpedo hasn't. It should be just about to hit. And...
Con sonar
Boom.
lost contact.
Ugra's down.
Master 2, last bearing 133. Contact breaking up.
Alright, 1 has acquired. Victor is running deep. So let's put the torpedo below the thermal layer. And at the moment, I've still got no track on the torpedoes that Victor was launching. So they are probably below the layer themselves, though. We've still only got 3 we're tracking active on the Moss. So I'm going to drop off the surface and go to 200 feet.
200 feet, dive by.
Just poke my head and my towed array below the surface here at the moment, or below the thermal layer rather, and just to see exactly what we can see in regards to those torpedoes. I really need to know where the hell they are. Also, while we're at it, let's get that torpedo tube reloading as well, just in case we need it. Hopefully we won't. Alright, time on torpedo 1, 13 minutes, so we have plenty of time. Gonna manually change depth to line it up. We're a little shallow. So the Victor's diving
fire
again.
Control, weapon acquired.
Weapon has acquired. Victor is maneuvering. And we are now below the thermal layer.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 0, 1,
That's fine.
1.
Yep, we have towed array is deployed. We're below the thermal layer, and I have no track on the torpedoes that were launched by the Victor at this point. I have no idea where they went. I know it fired multiple torpedoes. There should be, by my guess, at least 2 in the water, and based on the fact that it had me on active, they should be heading in my direction.
Noisemaker bearing 0, 0, 9.
Con, dive at 200 feet, dive by.
It's like torpedo has gotten through the countermeasures and is tracking. We should see a Victor III looming out of the dark in front of us here in a moment, and there she is. Torpedo still
Con sonar,
tracking.
noisemaker bearing
Another
0,
noisemaker away.
0, 6.
That noisemaker worked. So we're going to do a bit of manual control and dance this torpedo in at the moment. See if we can do a little bit better than we did last time. Come on. You turned away, you sneaky shit.
Con sonar,
Come on.
master 2
That should
is
hit.
cavitating.
There we go. Alright. Another Victor III down, which means any torpedoes it did have in the water at this point should now be loose. It has no wire control because she be dead. Now this one's turned out to be an awful lot of work. Now we did get a message there for a second. What was it? Consonar, contact Sierra 6 Victor 3, bearing 3, contact breaking up, yep. Sierra 6 Victor 3 is cavitating. Alright, she must have just got shallow enough when she was going for the surface to start ripping the water. So that was her. Alright, so the sketchy part here is the Victor fired 2 torpedoes that have just disappeared. Unless they did go after the Moss. That is... Because, yeah, we should definitely be detecting them if they were coming in our direction by now. Like, we should absolutely... That's the torpedo off the... That's the initial... No, that's the shot off the cannon. They'll both... Yeah, no, those will be both shots off the cannon. I'm not sure here. No, the torpedo wouldn't be that far out. We have 2 torpedoes here that we can't see that are missing. God, I'm losing Russian torpedoes like Russia's losing tanks. Okay, well, I suppose at the very least, so long as these torpedoes are not threatening me, it doesn't really matter where they are. They can sail off into the never never for all I care, as so long as they're not threatening my sub. So, since we can't see them, I am going to go back above the thermal layer and just wait patiently to make sure we're in the clear, and then we should be good to leave. Alright, so for what was a really sketchy launch range to begin with, having that many boats that close, and an unexpected second player. I was not expecting one submarine down here. I was definitely not expecting 2. I think that was a successful strike and clear. That should be mission complete. Alright, so I left it for a little bit just to make sure, but no torpedoes turned up. So, report on this. We got the Poti, we got the Kanin, we got 2 Ugras and 2 Victor IIIs. 38,750 tons. Sorry, 38,780 tons. Learn to read mags. Now, this was a fairly heavy launch mission. We are down to just 5 Mark 48s, so we do actually need to start making our way back to Holy Lock already to resupply. The torpedo count on the Sturgeon class is pretty anemic. The boat itself, as you've seen so far, is actually really good, even in something that ups the difficulty as much as DotMod does. But she's a little low on the torps. However, I don't think you can really consider any of the torps we fired wasted in this case. And 101,480 experience, crew proficiency increased. So we're going to get even more auto updates, and our tubes are probably going to reload even quicker. So we're getting more dangerous as time goes on. I like this. And superb effort in locating and eliminating the enemy's ability to replenish their submarine force at sea. Keep up the good work. Stand by for further orders. So that was our mission. So the Secretary of the Navy takes pleasure in awarding the Legion of Merit Medal to Commander Hugh Jarse, Commanding Officer of the USS Grayling, for exceptional and consistently outstanding service as Commanding Officer throughout numerous patrols during a time of war. His leadership and tactical skills ensure success in his numerous duties and reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Naval Service. So another medal in the bag for that one as well. What else are we going to get here? Most likely a news report, and yes we do. Okay, so Soviet subs losing ground. Well, Soviet subs losing numbers, that's another 2 Victor IIIs. I'm not sure how many of those they've got left at this point. We've got to be chewing through them. And this version of DotMod is supposed to be keeping counts on how many of them are supposed to exist, or at least of some of the boats. I know some of... I'm pretty sure that the cruise missile submarines are counted. I think most of them might be. So at this point, we've got to just about run them out of Victor IIIs. So embedded Western media reports that Russian submarine activity has dropped off sharply in recent days. Gee, I wonder why. Although the cause remains a closely guarded secret, one surface ship commander noted with a smile, killing subs is just one way to minimize the undersea threat. He's not wrong. The United States Congress has called for more troops and armor to be made available for the conflict in Western Europe. Once deployed, it is expected these additional ground resources will help halt the Soviet advance and bring a speedier end to the current crisis. Excellent, so we're ticking along well at this point. Anyways, ladies and gents, we're about to get our next mission, so I'm actually going to call this one here fairly early. Cold Waters will be returning very soon, of course, and until next time, remember to click that like button if you did, share and subscribe if you want to see more. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought of this one, and until next time, take care.